Good afternoon, Judge Martinez. On behalf of the students of Francis Chacon's Texas Government class at Southern Texas Junior College, we would like to thank you in advance for granting us the students for opportunity to conduct this informative interview. My name is Lizette Rodriguez.
I'm Kimberly Picasso.
Rachel Betts.
I'm going to begin with the first question.
And you guys are very welcome.
Thank you. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from here, from Eagle Pass, Texas.
Where did you attend high school and college?
I attended high school when I was there, it was the only one, Eagle Pass High School. Graduated in '95, and then I did a year here at Southwest Texas Junior College. Went to the University of Texas in San Antonio, finished there in 3 years, and then after that went to Texas Tech School of Law in Lubbock, Texas.
Texas. Did you always want to become a judge?
No. When I was in high school, I was actually pretty good at math. So I thought I was going to do something with math or engineering. And I actually got accepted to MIT and to Caltech, which are good, very good engineering schools. But I didn't pursue that path.
Where along the way did you change your mind?
I think I started when I was already in UTSA. I think the mixture of the math and the science I didn't like. So I stuck with like most of the governments and histories and all that. Those were the ones that interested me.
How long have you had the position of being a judge?
Well, you guys are interviewing me for the municipal court judge, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I've been there over 5 years. I'm going to complete 6 years in November. I am also the district judge for the Kickapoo tribe, and that I already have 2 years of doing that.
What are your main duties as a municipal judge?
Okay. As a judge, I get to, I guess I'm most famous for hearing all the tickets or citations that the police officers give. If you get one from the police department, then you're probably going to see me. Now, that's not the only function that I have, because I also preside over citations from the school district, from the Texas Alcohol and Beverage Commission, the TABC. I also listen to some railroad police cases, and along with my duties as a judge, I am also a magistrate for the state or for the city. As a magistrate, let me give you an example. Let's say you are arrested and it's not an offense where they give you a ticket. You need a magistrate to go and inform you of the charges and inform you of your rights, and at the same time set bail. So that's almost a daily occurrence that I have to go in there either in the morning or the afternoon, and I have to magistrate people as well. So I do that.
How does your role function within the city?
I guess I interpret the law, and I make sure that you get a fair say in case the officer gives you a citation that's not correct, and I get to listen to you. And also sometimes I get to correct the officer as well. So I have to find a fine line between the officer, what the officer is alleging, and whether it was true or not. So I get to interact with the community a lot.
Do you have any roles within the county?
Any roles within the county? No, I do not.
It's just city?
Yes, it's just city.
Where do your primary funds come from?
My primary funds come from the fines collected from the tickets. But it's on a percentage basis. Most of the fines are sent to the state, and then we keep a certain percentage from the city. And mostly the ones from the state, they get more of the money than we do, actually.
Okay. What are your plans for the near future by being a judge?
Oh, as of now, I would like to stay there as a judge for them and as a judge for the Kickapoo tribe. And as of now, I enjoy my job a lot, so I'd like to continue there. And because I wanted to see if I can maybe run for county judge, but I don't want that because I might have to leave the city. And if I work for the city and for the Kickapoo, then I can stay at both.
Mhm.
Can we take a break? Because I'm
Oh, yeah.
no, annoying. Es que aquí no le prendieron al aire, no sé, which is. For the municipal court judgeship, it is every 2 years. Every 2 years, I have to go up to see if I'm going to be reappointed by the city council.
Okay, well, I guess it relates to that. Are you appointed to be the judge or are you elected?
No. Luckily, with this position, I am not elected, but I am appointed by the city council, and I think the mayor also has a vote in it as well.
If so, do you plan to run again or who appoints you? Who appoints you?
Actually, no, I'm not going to run again. I'm up for reappointment in November of this year, and hopefully I can get reappointed again for the next 2 years.
What impact do you think that young adults have in our local government?
I think the young adults have a lot to do with our local government, and I think that especially you guys as students, I agree with you all taking classes here. However, I encourage you all to go out of Eagle Pass and go get an education there as well, and interact with other people from other communities and other races, and that way you all can come back and bring those ideas and bring everything that you learned back to Eagle Pass. Now, one thing about Eagle Pass is that, I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but when I was in high school, I think it's still true today that Eagle Pass is very close-minded, and Eagle Pass is one of those where, the example that I use, let's say you and I were to go out and eat lunch. Well, instead of people thinking that it's lunch, a lot of people are going to say that we're dating or that we're going out or something like that. Okay, well, I'm very against people being close-minded. So I think that the younger generation are the ones that can come in here with ideas and break the stereotypes and fix some of the mentality of the older people. So I think you guys are very important.
What are your main priorities?
Like in my job or in life?
Well, yes, in your job.
Okay, in my job is basically to make sure that justice is being done. And justice doesn't necessarily mean paying a fine or having to pay a fine. Justice is done in many ways. Sometimes it's talking to a certain person so they can change their attitudes. Sometimes it's helping out an elderly woman or an elderly man or a sick person. Sometimes it's also getting after some of the officers who might abuse their discretion. There's a lot of things.
Do you think young adults should be more informed of the local government?
Honestly, I think they do. I think they do. I think, especially like ourselves, when we have our city council meetings, you don't see a lot of young adults. And sometimes we need younger adults there because younger adults have more energy than the older adults. So if they don't find something that they agree with, then they are more apt to move on it. So I think we should be a little bit more, or the younger adults should be a little bit more involved in what they are now.
Okay. If this was your last day as a judge, what would be your last words for the young adults of Eagle Pass?
I would have to say be involved, do what you love doing, and strive to be the best. And all I can say is that if I did it, coming from where I came from and not having a lot of resources, then anybody can do it. And it's cliche and you hear it all the time, but don't let people tell you what you can't do. That's especially true for me. Don't let people tell you what you can't do. They never know. You don't even know what you can do. So strive to be the best, and you'll achieve success.
Okay.
I had a quick question. What were you prior before becoming the judge? What was your role in the city?
I was Actually, just an attorney.
Just an
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this consists of our interview today. We would like to thank you on behalf of our group and Texas Government Class for taking the time to sit down with us and conduct this interview.
It was my pleasure, and if you want to hear any more interviews again in the future, you always can look me up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God.